All right. So tonight's class is going to be a heart opener, and my name's Amber. I'm going to be teaching. If you would like to play some music, you can grab your own music and have it playing for class. And if you do have a block or two, you're welcome to have those as well. So find yourself in a comfortable seat wherever you're at and begin to connect to your space and take in your surroundings. You have taken time out of your day to practice yoga, to connect to your body and your breath. So begin to notice your breath. Notice that life force energy that's within your body. And begin to fill up. Filling up any places of your body that may have been a little bit depleted from your efforts of the day. As we focus on the heart this evening, begin to rest into the back of your sits bones, giving your heart the opportunity to recline a bit back toward the rib cage. The belly is soft, breath is easy in the diaphragm. And as you fill up in the diaphragm, sip the rest of your breath up into your lungs, filling up that heart space. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, and begin to get heavier in your seat, finding comfort in the ground below you. We're going to take a mudra tonight. It's called Thunderbolt Mudra. You'll interlace your fingers, take your thumbs wide, and then place your hands over your heart and the thumbs towards your collarbones. Your eyes can close gently here. See if you can notice your heartbeat under your hands. Recognizing that you are alive and that you have a purpose. Start to breathe into your hands. And make that space under your hands so big that it can reach the back of your shoulders and your shoulder blades, the back of the rib cage. And while you're here in this space, set your intention for your practice. What is it that you need to fill up on this evening in your heart? Or what is pouring out from the heart that you're ready to give? When you're ready, you'll reach your arms up toward the sky, look up toward the sky, and send your intention out into the universe. Then as you exhale, let your arms float down toward the floor, allowing your fingertips to touch the earth. On your next breath in, turn the palms up, lift them up toward the sky, look up, palms come together. And then exhale, turn the palms away and let the arms float back down, shoulders relax, fingertips touch the earth. Do 2 more rounds of this. As you inhale, lengthen, staying rooted in your seat. And as you exhale, ground and let the arms softly float down. 1 more round, big breath in. Exhale as the arms float on down. Now we'll inhale the arms up, bring the palms together. Interlace your fingers and then turn your palms up and away. Draw the lower ribs in, down toward the hip points. Create some length in the spine. Inhale as you reach up through the palms, and on your exhale, tuck the tailbone under, bring the palms forward, round in your back. Your chin can come towards your chest. And then inhale, untuck the tailbone, lift the arms and palms up. Exhale, tailbone tucks under, draw the chin in, round in the back, arms forward. Take a few more rounds, moving with your own breath, creating some heat and energy in the upper body. You can be as exaggerated with your movements as it feels right to you. As you continue to rock the pelvis and move the energy and the heat from the heart. On your next inhale, when the arms lift up, exhale, lower the arms down toward the earth. Keep your right hand grounded. Inhale the left arm up and over. Your right hand can stay close to the hip, or you can walk it as far away as you'd like, keeping both sits bones rooted on the earth. Take your upper hand, place it at the back of the head, at the bottom of the skull, and then look up towards your elbow. Inhale, lengthen through the elbow, then exhale, draw the elbow down toward the earth. Inhale as you open up across the collarbones, reaching up. And then exhale, round. Keep on moving with the breath. On your next inhale, reach your arm up toward the sky and over to the right. And exhale, bring yourself back up to neutral, switch directions. The left hand comes down to the earth and the right arm lifts up and over. Find a comfortable spot for your lower hand and then take your upper hand, place it at the base of the skull. Gaze up towards your lifted elbow. Inhale as you gaze up, then exhale, cross your elbow over your body down toward the left. Inhale, the arm lifts up, the elbow, and exhale as you round. Keep moving with the breath, creating space through the heart. Inhale as the bent elbow lifts up. Exhale, release your hand, return back to neutral. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, place your right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind you for a twist. Lengthen through the crown of your head with your in-breath and rinse out with the out-breath. You can gaze past your back shoulder. Breathe into this twist. Inhale as you untwist, the arms reach up toward the sky. Exhale, switch direction. We'll stay here for a few breaths as well. Ground through the seat, lengthen tall through the crown of the head. Option to look past your back shoulder. One more exhale as you rinse out the posture. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, forward fold, walk your hands out in front of you. Sits bones can come up off of the floor, chin falls toward the chest. Sigh out your next exhale, relax the jaw. You can make it audible. From here, find your way up into a tabletop. Once you get there, find the ground with your hands on your knees. You can shift side to side. Let's flow through some cows and cats. On the inhale, tailbone tucks under, lift the chin, broaden through the collarbones. Exhale, tailbone tucks under, chin to chest, reach the back of the ribs up toward the sky. Move again with the breath, inhaling into cow. Exhale, cat. Take a few rounds on your own. And as you're in your cow and cat, you can shift your weight into any direction, hands or to knees. And the hips can also sway side to side, allowing yourself to move in any direction that your body is requesting. One more inhale and exhale. Come back to a neutral table. Walk your hands one handprint in front of where they were. Gaze is forward, neutral spine. Slowly lower your body down to the earth as the elbows stay drawn in toward the ribs. Coming the whole way down. On your inhale, lift your right leg up, extend your leg long behind you, and exhale, lower it down. Switch sides, inhale, the opposite leg lifts, reach it back, and exhale, lower that down. Bring your hands to the outside of the mat, in line with the shoulders, elbows stacked over the wrists. Turn the finger to come up onto your fingertips and turn them inward. Keep the glutes relaxed, lifting up from the pelvic floor. Inhale as you roll your chest up from the earth. On the exhale, right shoulder and ear lowers down toward the ground. Inhale as you roll yourself back up. Exhale, the opposite ear and shoulder lower down. And begin to take it at your own pace. Finding some length between each collarbone. Inhale as you come back to center, and exhale, lower yourself back down. Bring your hands down by your lower rib cage. Inhale, lift the chest up into a baby cobra. We'll stay here for a few breaths. If you'd like to take things a little deeper, maybe lift the tops of your feet off the mat, and maybe the palms come off of the floor as well. Notice your belly rise and fall as you breathe. One more big breath in. Exhale, lower down, forehead can touch the earth. Press yourself back into a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees can go as wide as you'd like. Forehead can meet the earth. Create a little bit of water here in this child's pose as your hips rock side to side. Also allow your forehead to rock side to side. Elbows and arms are relaxed. Stay here as long as you choose, and when you're ready, you'll rise up into your first downward facing dog. Toes tucked under, knees lift up, hips up and back. Once in down dog, take some time here to stretch out the lower body, allowing each heel to lower closer toward the earth. Pedal out your heels, ground down through your hands. Inhale, rise up to your toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, up to the toes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, roll yourself forward into a plank. Draw your navel towards your spine and exhale, lift yourself back up into down dog. Take 2 more rounds. Inhale as you roll forward into plank, neutral spine when you get there. Exhale, navel draws toward the spine as you come back up. 1 more round. Come up to your toes, look forward, tiptoe your feet to the head of the mat.
We'll spend a few breaths in ragdoll pose. Feet are hip width apart or further, knees bent, ribs rest on the thighs. Take a deep breath in and sigh it all out. Allow your head to hang, relax your face, neck, and shoulders. If you'd like to bind, grab opposite elbows and begin to sway side to side to allow the upper body to relax and lengthen toward the earth. Feeling strong and stable in your legs and your feet. Head shakes yes and no. Release your arms. So heel your feet together. Bend the knees, bring your thighs parallel to the earth. Hands on the thighs. Push your hands into the thighs and come up to stand. Reach your arms up. Exhale your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Have a soft bend in the knees. Bring your hands to the backs, into your back pockets. Fingers are pointing up or make fists. Think of your elbows as tweezers and draw those elbows toward each other. On your next inhale, lift your heart up. On your exhale, forward fold and let your hands drag down the back of the legs. Inhale as you roll yourself back up to stand, one vertebrae at a time, head and shoulders lift last. Reach your arms up. Exhale the arms down. Place your hands in your back pockets. Fingers point up or fists. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold forward, hands drag down the backs of the legs. Step your left foot back for a high lunge. You can take a hold of your blocks here if you need a little extra support. On your inhale, straighten your front leg, come up onto the ball of your back foot, round in your back. Exhale, bend the front knee, lengthen through your spine, and lower the back heel toward the earth. Take 2 more rounds like that. Inhale as you rise up, round in the back. Exhale, ground and lengthen your heart forward. 1 more time. Once you're complete, bring your back knee to the ground and untuck those toes. Come on up. Feel equal weight in your back foot and your front foot. Interlace your hands together behind you. Inhale, lift the heart up. Head can lift, reach the arms back. Take a few breaths here. Strong and sturdy in your front foot and back foot. 1 more breath in. Exhale, release the arms. We'll take 3 breaths. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, let them roll back. Again, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale. Once more. Frame your front foot. Step your front foot back. Puppy pose. Arms extend out in front of you. Hips stay stacked over the hips. Let your heart melt toward the earth. Forehead can touch the ground. Take a few breaths into the back of your heart space, puffing up into the back of your rib cage. On your next breath in, come forward into a forearm plank. Gaining some more strength in the core. Chin is slightly tucked, neutral spine still. Extend long through the heels and out through the crown of your head. Lower the hips and pelvis down to the floor and untuck your toes for Sphinx pose. Your forearms can stay where they are on the mat, or if you'd like to do a deeper back bend, straighten the arms, take them wider, tent the fingers. Notice if you're squeezing the glutes and let those glutes relax. Chest and head lift off the mat. Keep knitting the lower ribs in, drawing them toward the lower hip points. Find ease in the breath. On your next exhale, lower yourself down. Forehead can find the earth. Bring your hands by the lower rib cage. Take one big breath in here, fill out the body. Exhale, side out and ground. Toes tuck under, draw your navel towards your spine, come up into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Step your left foot to the head of the mat, find your high lunge. Again, take a hold of the blocks if you'd like some extra support. We'll do 3 breaths here. As you inhale, straighten the front leg, rise into the ball of the back foot, round in your back. And then exhale, bend the front knee, lengthen through the heel, heart beams forward. 2 more times. When you're complete, bring your back knee down to the earth, untuck the toes, come on up. Front foot and back foot are on railroad tracks. We're gonna interlace the hands again behind you. You can switch up the grip. Extend the arms back, lift the heart up. Breathe here. Release your arms. We'll take 3 breaths. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, let them float back. 2 more times. On your last exhale, frame your front foot, tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee and step forward, fold. Rise up to stand 1 vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms up, big breath in. Exhale, arms float down by your sides. Bring your hands in the back pockets, elbows draw toward each other, knees bent. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold forward, hands drag down the backs of the legs. Step your left foot back, low lunge. Back knee finds the earth, untuck the toes, come on up. Stay as you are. If you'd like to go further, you can bend your back knee. With your left hand, find your back foot and draw your heel in towards your bottom. Keep the hip points square and the shoulders. If you took a hold of your back foot, gently release and bring your foot to the floor. Frame your front foot with your hands. Bring that front foot back. Puppy pose. Reach the arms forward. Heart melts toward the earth, offering your intention to the earth. Come forward into your forearm plank. Gently lower the hips and pelvis to the earth. Untuck the toes. Sphinx pose. Breath in. Exhale as you lower down. Hands find the lower rib cage on the mat. Draw the elbows in. Full breath in. Side out. Toes tuck under. Make your way into downward facing dog. Lift your left foot up. Step it to the head of the mat. Low lunge, back knee finds the earth. Untuck the toes, come on up. Stay as you are, or bend the back knee with your right hand. Reach back, find your foot. Draw your heel in towards your bottom. Square the hips and shoulders forward. Breathe into the stretch. Release your back foot if you took a hold of it. Frame your front foot with your hands. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the knees. Step forward and fold. Roll yourself up to stand. Reach your arms up. Exhale, the arms float down. Hands in the back pockets, soft bend in the knees. Inhale, lift your heart up. Offer it to the universe. Exhale, bend forward, fold forward, hands drag down the backs of the legs. Step your left foot back for warrior one. Once you're grounded through the feet, rise on up. Take a moment and appreciate stillness in the posture. Connect to the life force energy that is your breath. Feel it move throughout the entire body. Make your way into humble warrior. Hands float down, clasp them together behind you. On your exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Keep your ribs to the inside of the front knee. Front shin continues to extend forward. Once you're done folding, chin falls toward the chest. Option here to keep the hands clasped and extend them over the head. Release your hands down to the earth. Easy twist, left hand stays underneath the face on the mat. Reach your right arm up toward the sky. Inhale as you reach up long through the fingers. And exhale, wave the arm back behind you. Inhale, the arm lifts up again. Exhale, wave it back. Do 2 more rounds. After your next inhale, bring your hand down to the inside of your front foot for lizard lunge. Come to the ball of your back foot. Use your blocks here if you need a little extra support finding the earth. Stay lifted with the back knee or lower it down to the ground. Take some time as you get into this pose so you know where your body is capable of going. Hips continue to stay square. Hands can stay on the earth or the forearms can find the ground. If you have an advanced practice, you're welcome here to roll into the knife's edge of your front foot. Breathe some love into those hips. Check in with your jaw, keep it relaxed. Breath is still full in the diaphragm and reaching up into the heart space. If you're on the knife's edge of your foot, ground the full foot down. We'll shift back into a half split, half Hanuman. Now square your hips over your back knee. Reach your heart towards your toes, bow to your front leg. Breathe some life into your hamstrings. On your next inhale, bend the front knee, sweep your front leg back, puppy pose, arms extend forward, heart melts toward the earth. Come forward into your forearm plank. Lower hips and pelvis to the earth, untuck the toes, Sphinx pose. Exhale, lower down, bring your hands down by the lower rib cage, elbows draw in toward the ribs. Actually, this time, let's bring our palms the whole way down, arms long, palms face the earth. We'll make our way into a locust pose. On your next breath in, lift your chest, your legs, and your arms off of the mat. Keep the glutes relaxed. Hug in toward the midline. Even continue to draw the ribs towards your hip points. If you'd like to create more to this posture, hands can clasp together behind you. 2 more deep breaths. On your last exhale, release and lower down. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs side to side. Downward facing dog, hands by your lower ribs. Draw the navel towards your spine and lift yourself up. Lift your left leg up. Step that foot to the head of the mat, warrior one. Start with grounding and then rise up. Take a moment to pause. To see where your gaze is, set your sight there. To return to your intention, connect fully with the breath. Humble warrior, switch up the grip, opposite thumb over the other. Fold on your exhale, staying grounded through the feet and with the breath. Shoulders can go above or below the front knee. Thumbs can stay at the sacrum, or the arms will extend above the head, still clasped together with the hands. Release your hands down to the earth for an easy twist. Right hand under the face, left arm sweeps up toward the sky. We'll take a wave, inhale up through the fingers, exhale, wave the arm toward the back of the mat. 2 more rounds. Inhale, exhale. After your last inhale, exhale your hand down to the inside of your front foot for a lizard lunge. Come to the ball of your back foot, knee stays lifted, or return it to the earth. Each side is going to feel a little different, so take your time and check in. Hands on the mat or forearms. Option to roll into the nice edge of the front foot. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Take your attention to where you feel in the body. Attention and your breath. Working on those hips after your day. If you're on the nice edge of your front foot, you'll bring your foot back to grounding. Half Hanuman as you shift the hips back. You frame the front leg. Your front knee can be as bent as need be. Heart reaches toward the toes. Bow towards your front leg. Breathe life into your hamstrings. Inhale, bend the front knee, foot on the mat, sweep your front leg back. Puppy pose, reach forward, heart melts toward the earth, hips stay lifted toward the sky. Come forward onto your forearms for a forearm plank. Feel strength in the breath and in your core. Shoulders out of the ears. Lower your hips and pelvis down to the earth. Untuck the toes, Sphinx pose. Lower your head down to the ground. Reach the arms back behind you, palms face the earth. Rise up into another locust pose. On your inhale, chest, legs, and arms lift up. Stay as you are or move further into floor bow. Knees bend, reach back for your feet or ankles. Flex the feet, press them into the hands. Glutes are still relaxed. Breath is flowing. You can feel your belly rise and fall on the mat as you breathe. 2 more deep breaths. On your exhale, lower down and place one ear on the mat. Let your arms rest wherever comfortable. Bend your knees, rock your legs side to side. One more locust pose, one more floor bow. When you're ready, rise back up. You also have the option to reach your arms forward in locust pose. Two more full breaths. On your last exhale, lower down. Place your opposite ear on the mat for an even stretch. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs side to side. Relax your legs, bring your hands at the lower ribs. Press back into child's pose with your knees together so you can get a nice stretch in your lower back. You have the option here to bring your hands back by your heels or ankles. Let the shoulders slump forward. Take a few deep breaths, targeting the lower back here. You can sigh out your exhales. Come on up to your shins. We're going to prepare for a bit of a camel flow. So if you have a block, you can place one between your ankles, shoebox style. If not, that's perfectly fine. We're going to first start out with a flow for camel pose. So to start, we'll be in hero's pose on our heels if that's available to you. If not, you can stay up. For a beginner, or if you don't have a lot of mobility in your back, you'll have your hand in your back pocket. If you have more mobility, you'll have your hand on the heel. If you're not sure, start with the back pocket. On your inhale, so right hand on the heel, on the inhale, left arm sweeps in front of you as you come up to your shins and you'll reach up and back. On the exhale, lower yourself back down. And then switch sides, hand in the back pocket on the left or the left heel. Inhale, the right arm lifts up and back. Exhale to lower yourself back down. Start to move with your breath. Take one more round on each side. And then we'll meet back in hero's pose. Interlace your fingers. Place the hands behind the back of the neck. Inhale, untuck your tailbone, open up the elbows, lift your heart up and head. And then exhale, round in the back, let your elbows drape towards your face, tuck your tailbone under. Do 2 more rounds. Inhale as you lift up the heart. Exhale, round. Once you're complete, return to a neutral spine, release your arms. Now we'll do a full camel. Rise up onto your shins, feet and knees hip width apart. Hands in the back pockets, fingers point up or make those fists. When you're ready, reach the pelvis forward, lift the sternum up, gaze moves up. Stay as you are or lift one or both arms up toward the sky. You also have the option, if available, to reach back for your heels. Head can stay lifted or let the head hang back. Eyes open or closed. On your next inhale, lead with your heart as you rise back up. Lower down into hero's pose or a comfortable seated position. Place your hands over your heart as we pause for a moment. If that pose led to any anxiety, you'll take 2 fingers and tap the breastbone. As you breathe into your hands, allow your heart rate to settle. Bring your hands down to the mat, find yourself into a tabletop. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up toward the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Take some circles with your upper knee, big old circles, draw them in the sky. And switch direction of your circle. Half pigeon pose, bring your right knee up towards your right wrist onto the floor. Untuck your back toes, extend your back leg long. Your front thigh is parallel to the front of the mat. Take a look back at your back leg, make sure it's nice and straight. Square the hips before you fold forward. If you have a lot of room from your your right hip to the earth, you'll take a block and place it underneath that hip. When you're feeling ready, you'll fold forward or stay lifted, coming to the forearms if available, or use your block to help you lower down. Begin to surrender to your breath and to this posture. Breathing love into the hips. Separate the backs of the teeth, relax the jaw. Let your breath be full in your belly. Stay as you are or rise up. Bend your back knee, reach back with your left hand, take a hold of the foot or ankle. If you'd like to play with mermaid pose, you'll hook your back foot into your elbow, lift your front arm up, reach behind the head and clasp the hands together. If you've taken a hold of your back leg, when you're ready, you'll gently release it back down to the earth. Tuck your back toes under, three-legged down dog. Hands on the mat, sweep that front leg up and back. Take a few more circles with that knee. And then bring that foot down to the earth, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Circle your upper knee, big circles one direction. And then switch direction. Half pigeon, knee comes to the head of the mat. Place it by your left wrist. And take just as much time as you did on the other side to set yourself up. Take a look back. Does this side need a block? Each side could feel a little different based off of past injuries or the way you carry your body. Square the hips before you fold forward, making your way down into a comfortable half pigeon pose. Relax the jaw, deepen the breath. Stay lowered or you'll come up. Bend the back knee, take a hold of your back foot with your right hand. Option for mermaid, hook the arm or your foot into your elbow. Left arm lifts up, reach behind the head, clasp the hands together. Release your back leg to the earth. If you've taken advantage of the stretch, tuck the back toes under. Find your way into downward facing dog. Circle your left knee one more time. Downward facing dog. Lower your knees down to the earth. Sweep your legs forward. Find yourself in staff pose, making your way onto the sits bones. Legs are straight, frame the legs with your hands. 2 breaths, inhale, lengthen your pelvis towards your toes. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold, round in your back. Breathe into any areas of tension in the body. Allow for your arms and your upper body to be relaxed. Slowly walk your hands back up. Reach your arms forward, sit nice and tall. Find your sits bones on the mat. And roll your back down to the earth. Blocks can come along if you choose. Walk your feet up towards your hips, knees and feet hip width apart. We'll prepare for bridges. Arms by your side, palms face down. When you're ready, ground through the four corners of your feet and lift your hips and pelvis up toward the sky. Snuggle the shoulders underneath your back. Option to clasp the hands together underneath you. Continue to draw your lower ribs toward your hip points. Toes still point forward. Sometimes they like to turn out when you're in this pose. Reach your shins toward the head of the mat and your tailbone. Two more deep breaths. And on your exhale, roll yourself down to the earth. Walk your feet further than hip width apart, Naked Nidasana. Let the knees come together. Place one hand on your heart, the other on your belly. As you connect with the breath and yourself. So heel your feet back together, hug your knees into your chest, place your hands on your shins, rock side to side, give your back a nice massage. Lift your legs up to the ceiling for waterfall. Leg strain. Upper body is nice and open, shoulders support you well. While you're here, you're welcome to roll out your ankles and bend in the toes. Happy baby pose. Knees come down toward the armpits. Bottoms of the feet face the sky. Take a hold of the outside edges of the feet with your hands. Stay still or begin to rock side to side. Head and shoulders stay easy on the mat here. Guide your knees back together. Cactus the arms, lay them on the earth, and let your knees fall over to the right side as you gaze past your left shoulder for a twist. Breathe with ease here as we're coming toward the end of the practice. The body is resting, restoring itself. Switch direction, let your knees fall over to the opposite side, shift your gaze. Arms and shoulders stay as they are. Make your way back to neutral. Take any last stretches or movements that you'd like. Fish pose, an inversion. And then find your way into a comfortable resting pose for the remainder of practice. As you make your way into rest, give yourself this opportunity to be with your body and your breath. And even if you have thoughts that come and go, acknowledge them and be with those as well. Feel connected to the earth and supported by the ground. Bring awareness back to your breath. Allow your body to remain still. Imagine a stream of silvery blue light entering your heart with your inhalation, bringing full awareness into the presence within the core of your being. As you exhale, imagine that light emerges from your heart and surges out into the world around you. Inhaling as the blue light emerges and surges into your heart. And exhale as that blue light surges out into the world around you. Now take it a step further and inhale with the feeling that you draw the world into your heart. Exhale with the feeling that the world spirals out from your heart. Begin to bring gentle movement back into your body as you slowly wake up. Move your fingers and your toes. The head can rock side to side. Bend your knees, place your feet on the earth, roll to your right side, rest in the fetal position for a few more moments. Rolling to the right side will allow for your heart to rest as well. When we rest in our own heart, our own core of consciousness in meditation, we re-experience that original feeling of pure presence and being. Our in-breath and out-breath actually mirror the divine creative gesture. When you're ready, take your top hand, press it into the earth, and lift yourself up to a comfortable seat, palms on your lap facing up to receive. Notice how this seat feels compared to the first, how you feel physically, mentally. On your next breath in, reach your arms up toward the sky, palms together above you. And exhale your hands down to the heart. Plug your thumbs into your heart. Bow to your hands. Acknowledge your own inner light. Take one more deep breath in through the nose. Sigh out your exhale. The light and spirit within me honors and loves the light and spirit within you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to show up on your mat and practice with me. I acknowledge you and bow to you. Namaste.
Thank you so much for practicing with me this evening. All right.